When was the last time you saw a female action hero and thought, I want to be her instead of she's just like me? Hey, it's Darcy from Ladies First, and today we're talking about Alicia Vikander's 2018 Tomb Raider and the bigger question it raises about female representation in action films. Do realistic female heroes actually make us more empowered, or do they just make our heroes smaller? Let's start with what 2018's Tomb Raider got absolutely right. Alicia Vikander's Lara Croft wasn't a male fantasy, she was a woman's power fantasy. Gone were the impossible proportions and the cyber hottie marketing that plagued earlier versions. Instead, we got a hero who earned every victory through grit, intelligence, and sheer determination. Vikander brought incredible authenticity to the role. She trained for months, did her own stunts, and created a Lara who felt genuinely human. As Vikander put it, Lara earns each step along the way to be able to pull a warrior out within her. That journey from vulnerability to strength is powerful storytelling. And the timing felt perfect. This was 2018, the height of the Me Too movement, the year after Wonder Woman proved female-led action films could dominate the box office. Audiences were ready for a grounded, realistic female hero who didn't exist solely for the male gaze. But here's where it gets complicated and where we need to have an honest conversation about what we actually want from our female heroes. The original Lara Croft, both in games and in Angelina Jolie's portrayal, wasn't realistic. She was wealthy, effortlessly confident, and completely untouchable. She didn't struggle with rent or daddy issues. She raided tombs because she wanted to, not because she was forced into it by circumstance. And you know what? That really mattered. Because for many women, especially young girls, Lara represented something we rarely saw: a woman who took up space unapologetically. She didn't need to earn her confidence through trauma. She already had it. Think about the male heroes we celebrate. James Bond doesn't become cool through suffering. He just is cool. Batman's wealth isn't treated as something he needs to feel guilty about. It's part of what makes him effective. Tony Stark's arrogance isn't portrayed as a flaw to overcome. It's part of his charm. So why do we feel the need to humble our female heroes? Why does strength have to come from struggle? Why can't women just be naturally, effortlessly powerful? Now, I'm not saying trauma-based origin stories are inherently wrong. The 2013 Tomb Raider game and Vikander's film both show that vulnerability can be a source of strength. Watching someone overcome adversity is inspiring, and it does make characters more relatable. But here's my question. Do we need all our female heroes to be relatable, or do we also need some who are aspirational? Because there's power in both approaches. Seeing yourself represented on screen matters. It tells you that your struggles are valid and that you can overcome them. But seeing who you could become also matters. It gives you permission to dream bigger and to be unapologetically confident. The 2018 Tomb Raider succeeded in making Lara more human, but in doing so, it may have made her less iconic. It gave us a character we could relate to, but not necessarily one we wanted to become. And maybe that's okay. Maybe we need both kinds of heroes. Maybe some women need to see themselves struggling and overcoming, while others need to see what's possible when you start from a place of confidence. What's frustrating isn't that they made Lara more realistic, it's that we rarely see female characters who get to be unrealistically powerful without it being treated as a problem to solve. The real empowerment might come from having options, from seeing female heroes who earn their strength through struggle and female heroes who start from a place of power, from stories about becoming strong and stories about what you do when you already are strong. Vikander's Lara Croft was a step forward in many ways. She proved that female action heroes could be complex, grounded, and still compelling. She showed that we don't need to sexualize women to make them interesting, but she also showed us the limits of realistic representation. Sometimes what we need isn't to see ourselves, it's to see what we could become if we stopped apologizing for wanting more. And here's where the rubber meets the road, because despite all the good intentions, the 2018 Tomb Raider was largely forgotten by audiences. It made $274 million worldwide, respectable, but nowhere near the cultural impact of Wonder Woman's $822 million the year before. More tellingly, most viewers walked away calling it bland, generic, and a missed opportunity. Critics praised Vikander's commitment, but audiences felt something was missing. The film felt safe in a way that great action movies never do. It checked all the boxes for proper female representation, but forgot to be genuinely exciting. And longtime fans of the games felt especially let down. Where was the sense of archaeological wonder that made the games addictive? They felt as if the film stripped away the pulp adventure spirit that made Lara Croft unique, replacing it with standard survival thriller beats. Compare that that to Angelina Jolie's 2001 Tomb Raider, which was critically panned but culturally unforgettable. People still quote it, cosplay it, and reference it today. Vikander's version, despite being the better film on paper, has already faded from cultural memory. That's the cost of playing it safe with female representation. When we're so focused on making them realistic and responsible, we sometimes forget to make them legendary. Because maybe true empowerment isn't about making our action heroines more palatable. Maybe it's about making our dreams bigger. So here's what I want to know. Do you think making female action heroes more realistic actually makes them more empowering, or does it just make them smaller? And what kind of female hero do you most need to see right now? And if you're ready to see women take up more space both on screen and off, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Ladies First.